You're watching today's Homesteader channel here at Peaceful Valley Ranch in Cotopaxi, Colorado, starring yours truly, Johnny Jules. Alright, Homesteader family, welcome back to this edition of the Sunday Monday vlog. I'll tell you, it's been one long week. I went ahead, I spent one day about 5 to 6 hours chainsawing away over at the property, cutting up branches. And there's little Maxie. Or I shouldn't say little Max. Look how big he's getting compared to Minnie. But anyhow, I spent a whole day over there chopping up wood. Or not chopping up wood, cutting down branches on the trees to get the branches about 6 foot tall. Then today I was over there pulling branches. I'm getting a couple big branch piles together. So that way I want to say either April or May, I'll save up the money to rent a wood chipper, chip up all the branches, and then that way I can scatter out the wood chips and debris across the ground. So that way as it breaks down, it gives nutrients in the soil, and the wood chips will absorb water and help keep more water in the soil. So that's a big thing going on. January, February, and March, I'm going to be saving up my money for probably 2 trailer loads of straw and a whole bunch of seed, oats, wheat, rye, barley, all the different oats and grains. So I can go ahead and seed all over the place and then put a layer of straw down and take that green plastic fence over top the straw and seed so it doesn't blow away or wash away in the spring rains. So I've got that big idea coming up, and like I said, I'm over there chopping all the branches up 6 foot tall. That will be good for a fire break. With the branches being up 6 foot, you know, if the grasses catch fire over there or anything, the tree won't necessarily catch on fire because the branches are cut up. 2, with the different mountain lion sightings that are going on over there at Peaceful Valley or around Peaceful Valley, I'll be able to see through the trees and know if there's a mountain lion or not, because I'll be able to see the lion through the trees or anything else, coyotes, what have you. So that's one way of protecting. Also, all the dead aspens that you saw last year, I'm going to start working on getting all that picked up, put into the piles, so that way I only have to rent the wood chipper for one day. So that way it minimizes cost and I can get the most done efficiently and financially, you know, the cheapest way. I looked at buying wood chippers, but they just cost so much, and since there's not a lot of trees over there, it's not something I'm going to use all the time. So to purchase a wood chipper just doesn't make sense. And then today, I got an idea up here in this skull of mine, in my alien microchip, and that is making a video on what happened today. So I'm over at Peaceful Valley Ranch, and Porky is laying next to one of the galvanized shelters that you've seen that I purchased. Well, I started giving him a belly rub, and he rolled away from the shelter. So when he rolled away from the shelter, I stepped between him and the shelter, which I know, why would you do that? But to finish his belly rub, that's what I decided to do. Well, I don't know what happened, but he hurried up, went to get up. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to get squished. So I go to step over him to get over him before he gets up. Well, he lifted me up like a Raggedy Ann doll, and I'll tell you, I was on that pig like a cowboy, and he started trotting away, and I'm trying to get off of him, and I had a helper over there today hauling branches, and he started laughing his butt off, and he's like, man, that would have made a good video. So, what I'm thinking about doing, which is probably stupid, and all good videos start with a stupid idea, you know. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I'm going to do it because it's kind of dangerous. But my thought is possibly setting my phone up on a tripod and trying to go for a ride on Porky without pissing him off and getting bit or something like that. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make that video or not. But if I do, if my videos don't keep coming out, you know something went wrong, because if I do make that video, the video won't come out for a few weeks. So that's just something I'm thinking about maybe doing, just to give you guys a couple good laughs and see this homesteader riding a pig, because who in the world rides a pig? Johnny Jules does, because I'm crazy enough. But anyhow, I hope everybody's doing good. We had 2 snowstorms in November. Now we're into December. So no snow so far, which, fingers crossed, I don't want any snow this year because I'm driving back and forth between the homesteads every other day. Tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to be driving back out to Ellicott. I'm going to pick up the last 3 shelters that I can get. And next week, it's just chainsawing more branches, hauling more branches into piles, and just doing what I can for winter work. And then, like I said, January, February, March, I'll save money up for straw and seed. And then probably April, I'll use that money for the wood chipper. And then May, June, and July will be for buying fence, because I need to get this next pen set up, or next area set up, by July 1st. Because July 1st is when I want to move the animals over to the new section. So it's going to be a chore. It's going to be a task. So I actually got a fire going over there in the stove. And for those of you that don't know how the stove is, because I've had multiple questions throughout the years. So I did a little bit of pretty work. I do not like doing pretty work. But I went ahead, did some pretty work, did some nice stained lattice and everything in here just to make it look a lot nicer. And then over here at the door, I got a boulder that's both inside. Let me get this light to pop on. And outside of the house. So right there you can see the boulders both on the inside, or the outside and the inside of the house. And I built the wall around the boulder and foamed it. So it's just something neat that I did. But back to the stove, you can see over here that it is all ground. There's boulders and dirt all the way through here, all the way over here to my stairs, because my house, I put on these concrete pylons where my hand is, and all this is dirt. So my house is inside the mountain, or the mountain is inside the house. And with the stove, what I did was I dug a trench back into this dirt and dropped that stove in. And then I did all the cinder blocks up around and then capped it with stone and concrete. So that way the stove heats up the earth and the earth will radiate back. And let's see. And all the concrete and everything radiates. And then the pipe goes across all those big boulders, which heats up the boulders. So efficient-wise, the stove burns a lot less wood for more heat that it produces, because the earth heating up is pushing the cold in the earth farther away. And then it's also radiating that heat right back into the house. And because the upstairs goes over top of the earth, the upstairs gets extremely hot. If I don't pay attention, I can have the upstairs over 100 degrees in about an hour if I don't pull the damper, or if I put too much wood in, it just gets extremely hot. So with that, I'll show you Max one last time. And Minnie Mouse over here sleeping. Or now Minnie's up. So we got Mama Mouse there, and we got Max there. So that just goes to show how big Max is getting compare to Minnie Mouse with this little bitty tail. So just want to give you guys a little look in, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night, and this will be out tomorrow on Monday. Talk to you guys later. I just want to take a moment and say thank you guys for watching my videos, for donating, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it, and it really means a lot to me. And remember, live happy, live free. That's the only way to be.